Good afternoon and welcome to my Facebook Live. My name is Michelle Trissa and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up in New South Wales, Australia. Okay, we're going to try something really new today for me anyway. Now this is either going to work or it's going to be a big fail. I have a lovely friend who has made me something very special. So first off, let me just very quickly find us on my tablet here, and it looks like I have got us. Just let me bring that up. Okay, so that's just pop that there. Please say hello if you're visiting, and let me know where you're from. It's really great to have lots of visitors now. I can see that Bryony is watching. Hello, my darling girl. How are you? And how's things going in Campbelltown? I hope you're keeping well. Bryony comes to my classes, and unfortunately at the moment, because of lockdown in Sydney, she can't attend, so it's really great to see her here. Okay, so let's get started. Now, as I said, this is either going to work or it's going to be a big fail. And let me just flip my camera and we will get started. Yeah, it would be Bryony. It'd be driving me insane as well. I'm missing my boys terribly. And now I can't even go to Canberra to visit the other one in Canberra. So it's getting a little bit hard. But you know what? It'll be all good in the long run. Okay, so let me just turn this camera. Won't be 1 second. Okay, hi Sherry, how are you? It's great to have you join us. Okay, so I hope everyone can see. I have got some dice. Now these are really good if you have a mental block and you don't know what you're going to do. If you've got no idea. And a lovely friend of mine has made these for me. And on my dice, I've got 5 of them here, and every dice has got something on it. So this one here's got colouring, sponging, embossing, punch or die cut, 2-step, and then I have sympathy, birthday, friendship, congrats, thank you, for you. So as you can see, each one of these dice has got a different element or something on it. So we're going to throw the dice and we're going to see what happens. So this could be very interesting, because generally I am someone who likes to work out beforehand what I'm doing, as in what colors I'm using and what measurements I'm using and what style of card I'm making and what stamp set I'm going to be using. But today I have got no idea. So let's see how we go. We're going to throw these dice. They're very big, and let's see what we've got. Okay, looks like I'm doing 3x3 cards, just little cards. Okay, and we're going to use a punch or a die. That could be interesting. Tags. Oh, don't know how I'm going to do a tag on a 3x3, but we'll give that a go. Neutrals, so we're going to keep it quite basic in our color range, and they're going to be thank you. Okay, so that's our challenge, or my challenge. Okay, so in the neutrals, well, let's start off with, we might do our cards in okay, I'm gonna have to get up, so stay with me and let me work out exactly what we're going to be looking at. So in the neutrals, we have got colours like Merry Mallow, we've got Early Espresso, Soft Suede, Crumb Cake. Yeah, I like the idea of maybe using some crumb cakes. Let me just grab a sheet of crumb cake. We've then got, what can go with crumb cake? We've got Mossy Meadow, so I might just bring out a little bit of Mossy Meadow, maybe a little bit of the Mary Mollo. So what have we got? We've got naturals, we've got to do tags, we've got to do a punch or a die cut. And it's going to be a thank you. Okay, now I've just bought the other day, new, let me have a look. We've got some little gift boxes here that we can put 3x3 cards in. We'll need some now I've got some 3x3 envelopes here somewhere. That's those. And so we've got, so I need to get my tags out. We're going to do 3x3. Got to work out a punch or tag. Okay, now let's use some circle punches maybe. So let me find those. And I need the tags as well. So there's the tags. Now I thought we might do this probably once a month. So I don't think I would handle it doing this every single week. But I just thought once a month we could see where the dice roll and go from there. Now I'm just trying to find, there's my circle framelits, and the only thing I haven't worked out is what sort of stamp set. So we need a thank you sentiment, and it's going to be quite small if it's going to go on a tag. Do have a couple here. That one there's a bit big. Okay, let's do something maybe with that. We can use the thank you out of that. Thank you for everything. And we might even be able to use some of those. Okay, let's start working on this. And we also need some neutrals in our inks. So we've got Bully Espresso, also got that one, maybe that one, and maybe some crumb cake. Okay, well, let's get started and see what we come up with. Now, of course, if you wanted to, you could quickly grab some bits and pieces and join me in doing this. Hi, Beryl, how are you? And where are you from, Beryl? Okay, so let's keep going. So let's pop all those to one side. There's our envelopes and our packaging. And I thought what we might do is I might just grab one more thing while I'm up and about. Won't be 1 second. That's the crumb cake scraps. That's what I need. Yep. Okay. So 3x3 cards are really great. You can do them up as a little gift set that you could give to people. They can be used as little thank you cards, little gift cards. Now these ones are going to be thank you. So I'll pop all those to one side there. And let's start cutting. So I'm going to cut this up into our 3x3. So we need to cut this 6 inches, which will be just over 15 centimeters. I'm going to do these in inches just to make it a little bit, whoops, there we go. So your 3x3 is a 3 inch by 3 inch card. So what I've just done is cut my A4 piece of crumb cake cardstock at 6 inches, and then I'm going to score it at 3 inches, which is going to give us our fold line. Just take that cutting blade right out of the road. Okay, there's a few new people watching today. Hi, how are you? Okay, now I'm going to cut this into 3 inch strips, which are going, so I've got 1, 2, 3, and this is going to be quite, no, it's not quite 3 inches. Might just cut this one up into my 6 inch. And score it at my 3. And cut that down to 3 inches. So I'm going to make 4 little cards here. So let's pop that to one side. So we're going to fold each of these. Just burnish them, and there's our, need to put a new blade I think onto my paper trimmer. So let's fold each one of these up, burnish them, and now we've got 4 3x3 cards. So let's just see how we go. Okay then. So as I said, I'm not real good at thinking quickly on my feet, so we're just going to play it by ear and see what we come up with. And I've got some white. I'm wondering whether I might some scraps of white here. Let's see what I've got. Might use this bigger piece here. Pop all this away. You're really seeing how my thinking process works. And sometimes that will make sense and sometimes that won't make sense. So the stamp set I decided to use, because I want to keep it all fairly simple, is going to be this one. And I'm just wondering how I'm going to, okay, I'm going to make my tags, I think. We'll start with the tags. Let's work backwards. So I've got my, that. We've got to use, well, making the tags, we're actually using a die. I want this stamp here, because that's got the thank you on it. But all I want to do is just ink up the thank you. Now there's a couple of different ways we can do that, and I'm just having a look. These are the Stampin' Up markers. I don't pull these out very often, but these are like a water-based ink in a marker. Like our blends, they have double-sided, so you've got a brush tip and a fine tip. But I want to use that one. And let me just close this up again. Now you can buy these in packs of in the families, or you can buy the whole kit of these markers, and these are really great even when you're starting off, because you can just color in the stamp. So say for example, okay, what I'm going to be doing today is I'm just going to color in this word. So I'm going to color in the thank you, and it means I can just color in a certain portion of it. I don't have to ink up the whole stamp. And then I'm going to color in the thank you. And then we can stamp just that little section. So that's what I want to do. And we're going to, I've got the tag. Okay, we're going to have tags, we're going to have dies. So I've actually got both of them here. So we just need a tag, which is going to it's not too bad for that. Let's just have a look at this one. I think I might go with that one. I've got a little bit more width in that. Also going to grab out my baker's twine. So let's pop these to one side. Hi Sandy, how are you? And Katrina, great to see everybody watching today. Okay, so this is really making me think. I want to do my tags, I think, in crumb cake as well. Starting to get a little bit of a pile up of stuff here, but that's okay. I'll just move it all over to the other side because I'm going to need my cut and emboss machine, and I've just got my big one here with me at the moment. My little one is just the other side of the room, so I'm just going to use this big one. And we need to cut 4 tags, so fortunately it's just going to have to be one at a time. Let's see how quickly we can do this. So we need 4 There's 1. Two. 3. Just let me bring my big shot in so you can actually see what I'm doing here. Not my big shot, sorry, my cut and emboss. It's a die cutting machine. So it's Stampin' Up's own version, and it's one of the best machines I've ever used. It's very smooth running. So you have all, when you purchase this, it's about $208 or $209 for this one, and you get all the plates and everything that go with it. And it just makes it really easy for cutting all your dies. And I'm just going to cut one more because I might put one more onto my little gift box that I'm going to pop all these into. They've also got a little mini version which I could have used, which only takes about 3-inch wide dies in it. And it's really good as well, and it's about just over $100, 106 or something like that, 104. I'd have to look it up for you, so if you do want to know, let me know and I can get that price for you. Okay, so we've got our tags in the rubbish bin. So here's our tags, and at least 4 of these I'm going to pop thank you on. So let's just, so I'm using the brush end of the Stampin' Up marker, and I'm just colouring in that word or words. Making sure I've got it all. And line that up. Now you can puff on this, just breathe on it, and that'll just reactivate the ink. If your ink has gone, now which way do I want that tag? I wanted to go that way, I think. If the ink has gone a little bit dry, we're just going. So there's one. So Stampin' Up markers are really good if you wanted to even do multicolours, or you have a stamp and like a floral stamp and you wanted to colour all your flowers in different colours. Works out really well for doing that sort of thing as well. Stamp that one. Okay, 2 more to go. So I hope you've all had a good week. Hasn't been too bad here. Hasn't been too cold. A little bit windy earlier in the week, actually. I think they must have been getting some good snow in the mountains because we were sort of getting the cooler air off the mountains here. So I'm sort of, don't mind how these are turning out. They're turning out a little bit more rustic in the fact that the colour is sort of not overly solid, which is good. Because it'd be nice to have these tags as a little bit more, something that's more rustic than anything else. Okay, done. And I'll clean that off later. So there's our tags. Got one more. Now where's that stamp set? Just want to put I was hoping there might have been. I'm just wondering if I might just do one more thank you on there. Looking for a for you. Oh, I know how I can make a for you. Okay. Let me clean this stamp off. Because on this actual sentiment itself, the whole sentiment actually reads, thank you for everything. So, I just want to get a little bit into that. Chamois are really good because you can fold them up and get right into there, but every now and then I still have to put out my stamp cleaner, the good one, and give it a really good go. Okay, so we want the U. So I'm just going to ink that one up first. It's going to be a little bit small, but anyway, let's see how it goes. U, and then clean this off again. This time we just want the word for. So we're just going to colour that one in. Make sure we haven't got anything else. So all I want to do is put for you on there. Great. So that's our stamping done of those. Excuse me, of those. So there's our card, and we're going to pop that on there. Said I'm working a little bit backwards. Normally I would go the other way, but I'm sort of waiting for some ideas to flow. So actually I might this might be quite. Let's have a look, see how this is going to look. We use some ribbon. Okay, we'll keep that idea in mind. And now I think we need to do some flowers on here just to give some sort of focal point to it. So we're going to need that one, that one, some blocks. This is a two-step stamping stamp, so you can stamp your outline and then the second stamp fills it in. Okay, so I'm going to use Early Espresso. Yeah, Early Espresso. Now, because these are such small cards, I don't want to put too much on here because we just want to, we don't want to overfill and make them too busy. I just want to put a couple of flowers. Let's have a look. Another one there. Let's just do that on each one of these. Two, three, one more. Okay. pop that on there. And I think we need a little bit of colour, so let's go with the Merry Mallow. Stamp it off. Now let's see if we can match these up. I'm not too worried if I don't match them perfectly. Just want a little bit of colour in here, not just stamping off, just to make it a little bit lighter so it's not full strength. Oops, didn't stamp that one off, did I? Oh well, it's okay. Whoops, that one probably could have been stamped a little bit better. Let's just stamp it again. It's just to make it look like it's got a bit of colour in there. Stamp off. Some of these ink pads might need to be re-inked. Okay, we've got a bit of that. And what I want to do is add maybe a little bit of green into this. So we're going to use the Mossy Meadow. Not all cards have to be lots of layers. You can, this is just like a little one layer card with the tag sitting on top. So, you don't have to overload your card with lots of layers. They can be still quite nice and very very pretty with just a single layer. Last one. I'm also thinking, now where's that one that I did that had for you? I was wondering whether just stamp that little bit of a leaf in there. And there, just to give it a little bit of a something extra on that. So there's our card, and we've got our thank you. So let's just have a look and see what this is going to look like. Okay, let's just have a look, see if we put some of this on there. Is that going to be just too much the same? I think it is. Okay, let me have a look and think about what we can do. Right, no. Too black. Okay. Do I have a blend in Mossy Meadow? Dark Ebbing Green. Hold on one sec. Okay. Let's have a look, see if this is going to work. So I've got some white baker's twine. I've got my blends. I'm going to use, this colour here is Mossy Meadow, which is the one I want. I'm just going to see how we go, because we can colour in it could take a little while. What if I took this one? This is really thinking on the hop, because I just want to colour this in, but make it more of a green. But because it's not a ribbon, it's not flat, it's not going to be as easy to colour. But where there is a will, there is a way. And see, I'm going to end up with ink all over my fingers. So what you have to do is hold the ribbon and then roll it a little bit, so or the baker's twine, so we're getting coverage. And this dries pretty quickly. So if you colour one side, then roll it, and then we're going to get a bit of colour on the other side as well. And by using the more neutral tone of the crumb cake in the baker's twine, if we miss a spot, it's not going to be as noticeable than if we use the white. So let's see how that's going. So there's our baker's twine. Here's our tag. What I want to do is tie this around. And I'm just going to tie that. You could tie just a tiny weeny little bow if you can. Don't want a big bow, because I just want to, I think let's just see how we go. Just tie this off in a knot. Even shorten these a little bit. We'll put some dimensionals behind that. Just pop the dimensionals there. I'm going to grab my Winker Stella. Just move all of this out of the road for a sec, because I don't want to get Winker Stella everything. I do want it on these 4 cards. I just want to put a little bit of bling on these. Let's just see if I can get these to fold. put them into each other like that a little bit. Just doing a cheats way of hopefully getting these all covered in a little bit of bling. Popping all those there. This is a Wink of Stella, and it's just got like a bit of a shimmer paint through it. And I'm just going to load up that and just and all it's just doing is just adding a little bit of sparkle. Might add a bit more onto that one. Okay, I like that. But I want to make it a little bit more rustic. So I think what I might do is do the similar sort of thing. But I'm just going to use my Stampin' Up marker on the lid here, this one. And I'll just do this one at a time. And just give it a bit of a... What this is just doing is just giving a very, very small, I don't know whether you can see it, but a very, very small sort of splatter. Just to give it a bit of texture to the card. Okay, now onto this one as well. So I want sort of that rustic, cottagey feel to these cards. That's that. So let's bring back in our tags. The one I've put okay, I don't want them going straight. Just across the middle like that. So let's do the same with each one of these. So you're all having nice weather where you are? Yeah, Beryl, I'll have this up on YouTube over the weekend. So if your computer goes out, you can always catch it at least by Monday. I may even get it up this afternoon, just depends on how much other work I've got to do. Oh, that's good to hear you're having nice weather, Bryony. There's a few people that are watching. Let me know where you're from. It'd be, good to know where you are all from. Okay, I think I'm going to need to colour a bit more of this. So let's just do a bit more colouring. Oh, I'm more feeling like I'm more thumbs at the moment. Let me just tie this from that way. Now, have you all got the new mini catalogue? Have you had a chance to have a look through it as yet? If you're here in Australia and you don't have a copy of the mini catalogue, let me know. If you don't have a demonstrator, I can post one out to you. So some really beautiful stamps and papers in that, looking at both, you know, Christmas and some of the holiday themes that are around. And of course, along with that is the celebration catalogue, which is our second one this year, which we've never done before, so it's quite interesting. And every time you spend $90 out of either the mini catalogue or the annual catalogue, you can choose something from free from the celebration catalogue. So it's a really great time to stock up on some bits and pieces, or get your stamp sets and papers ready for Christmas and your Christmas cards that you're going to make. Almost forgot this last one. So it's and I'm sure if you're like me, you all like to get something that's for free every now and then. So some of the cards that I've made in the last couple of weeks, I've used some of the products from both the mini catalogue and the celebration catalogue. But as I said, if you live here in Australia and you don't have a demonstrator and you do want a copy of it, please send me a message, PM me, and I will get one into the mail for you early next week. Of course, our papers, and most of them are a 12 by 12 paper, so you can use them for scrapbooking as well as card making. So all our products are not just for making cards, but also for the for your scrapbooking. They're all your acid and lignin free. Just trying to work out the length of the ribbon. Cut these down a bit. This beautiful ribbon I'm using here is from one of our bundles, or one of the suites in our mini catalogue. Probably could have tied that a little bit closer, but that's okay. Okay, now if you do like any of the products I've used here today, you can purchase them from me, and you can purchase them from michelledutrissa.stampinup.net. If you go onto there, you will see in the top right hand corner the shop. See the shop or store, and you can go there and purchase any of those items and shop with me. And they will be posted directly out to you anywhere here in Australia. You do just have to allow some time for postage. They are coming from Sydney, so I know at the moment they're sort of working on a little bit less staff than they would probably normally do. So here's our 4 thank you tags, and these are also great if you just want to have them in your handbag too, and then you can just give them to people as you come across them that have done something nice for you, or shop assistants that do something nice. Everyone loves to have something to say thank you every now and then, and to be reminded that we do appreciate people and appreciate the work they do for us. So there's our cards, and then I just ordered and got this the other day. I haven't used these before, but in our annual catalogue we have these acetate boxes. Now this is the 3x3 acetate card box. So it comes in a pack of 10, and you've got these little acetate boxes. They're really great for gifts. You don't have to put cards in them. You could put lollies into them, or you could fill them with a small little gift for some reason. But what we do, they come flat. Just fold them along all those score lines. Fold those little tabs in. Sometimes if you fold it back on itself, it's easy then to fold it forward again. So that gives you a nice little, whoops, if I can get that in there. It's not wanting to play nice with me today. So that gives you quite a nice little box there, and you can see there it's probably about 3/4 of an inch deep. They're made for our little cards. We can pop all those, our 4 cards in there. You probably could get maybe a couple of more in there, but I'm just going to pop those in there for the moment. There's our little box of cards, and then we've got some envelopes. And let's decorate our envelopes. We don't need to keep our envelopes plain all the time, and these are just so people you can give this as a gift to somebody that they can use to put to thank you gifts. So we always want them to look a bit pretty. So it's got a nice little flap on there. I'm just going to use my Mary Mollo, and I'm just going to stamp that on the front of each of these cards. Little envelopes, I should say. It's got everything to look nice and pretty when we give it as a gift, or even just giving it, someone as part of a thank you present or something. You also want that envelope to look nice as well, and we might just add the green. That. Just all very simple. As you can see, it doesn't take long to produce 4 little cards. So now we've got our envelopes. And that will also fit into our little box. So I'm just going to turn these around the other way. Let's pop them in the box the right direction. We want our closure to go to the back. Take our envelopes, pop them in. You can even put a cookie or something in this if you just wanted to give it as a gift. Great gift for a teacher. Oops. That will do. Pop those in there. Just trying to get that tab. So there's our little box, and now we can decorate it as well. So what we can do with that is we need some more crumb cake cardstock. And again, I'm just going to stamp a flower onto that, but I'm going to clean this off first. Don't be worried about the ink. The red inks do stay in your photopolymer stamps, but if you clean them off, they can be used again. They're not going to, the colour is just going to stay in the stamp. It's not going to transfer onto any of your other work. And I just want to early espresso. Now normally when I use photopolymer I do put a mat underneath, but because we're just doing such a small little card today I haven't done it. And I'll take Marie Morleau. I'm just going to stamp that off and add the colour onto there. Now this particular stamp set does have coordinating dies. And do I have them handy? So this is my box of dies. This is how I store all my dies, and I've just got to go through. No. Might be actually one of the bigger ones. That's it. It's got contour dies. I think it's the right one. Let's just have a quick look. Yes, that's the one I want. I have a 3-tier trolley that I keep next to my desk, and that's got all my dies and everything sitting in that. That way I don't have to have everything sitting on my desk and I can access them all easier. Okay, so just want to die cut this. So it's just a matter of working out, turning this around until you match the die. Unfortunately, it just takes a little bit of patience. And that's it there. And I'm going to put on a little bit of tape on there just to hold that in place. then bring in my cut and emboss machine. Okay, somewhere here on my mess I have got, there it is, another plate. And we're just going to run that through. I only really want just the one flower, I think. Cut that. Be a little bit of this, so I'm going to get a rabbit glue dot. Pop that there, wrap that around. Might just pop another couple of glue dots just on the other side, just to hold that all into place. Go around and here onto that. Just overlap them like that. Another dimensional. Oh dear. These ones will do. So put a couple of dimensionals onto this. That's just going to go over the top of that ribbon. Just go over the top like that. Just push that down and actually I might just cut that off because I just had an idea. And that I think we're just going to tuck. Yes, that looks better. Okay, so just going to pop a glue dot on the back there. Go into there. And another one just there to hold that down as well. Okay, so let's move some of this out of the road. So we've used our, let's just check, we've done a 3x3 card, done 4 of them, and a gift box. We've put tags on them, so we've done tags. We've done a punch or a die cut, so our tags were a die cut, but I've also die cut my flower to decorate my box. It's a thank you card, so we've got thank you on all our tags. and we've used our colour family, the neutrals. So there you go. My first ever, let's see what we can make with just the throw of a dice. And we might give this a go again next month. So let me just grab one of these cards out again. You know what I've done? I've actually tied this all up the wrong way around. No, I haven't. There we go. I thought I had the opening on the side, but I didn't. So we've got a tag. We've got a little envelope. We can either give this a gift or use it as for ourselves to give it to people. Let's put that back into there nicely. So there's our beautiful card. A little matching envelope, all done up in a gift box. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. I've just lost my comments. There they are back again. So I will have this on my YouTube channel fairly soon. Maybe not today, but it will be by the end of the weekend. I hope you've really enjoyed this, and I hope you've enjoyed watching me make a little bit of a mess, but just, you know, sort of working things on the go. As I said, we will do this again next month, and we'll hopefully we'll see you again next week, next Friday at 1 o'clock. Let me very quickly just flip this camera. Okay, there I am again. So I hope you can join me again next week, as we will make something, and maybe from the new mini catalogue. So looks like my room's getting a bit warm again in here. So I hope you've enjoyed today. Remember, if you do want any of these products that we have, you can purchase them from my online store, which is at michellejutrissa.stampinup.net. And if you have any problems or any issues, please feel free to contact me. If you want a catalogue, either the annual catalogue or the new mini catalogue and celebration catalogue, just let me know after this video in the comments, and I'll get in touch with you and get your address from you and send it out to you next week. So bye for now. Have a lovely day. Take care. See ya. Bye.